What is up, guys? It's Tommy here and welcome to a brand new Liverpool transfer news update video. I want to ask your opinion. Are you concerned that Liverpool haven't made any new transfers so far? Because actually the start of pre-season is very close. Liverpool will play Tranmere Rovers on July the 8th. And before, the transfer window began, we all heard that Jurgen Klopp wants to get most of his transfer business done before preseason starts, so he can train with all the players and get them up to speed and ready for the beginning of next season. I'm actually getting a little bit concerned, especially because we are going for, quite underwhelming transfer targets. And also because Liverpool actually haven't made many transfers. He only made 3 transfers, and 2 of those were done during the season. Joao Matip and Grujic were done during the season. So we actually only made 1 transfer. And yes, other Premier League clubs haven't made transfers either. But Liverpool finished in 8th place, so we need to make transfers to improve on our league position. And I'm hearing that Liverpool are after 5 transfer targets. James Pearce, who is actually very close to Liverpool FC, he is basically the mouthpiece of the club, and he rubbishes all the transfer rumors that are not true in the Liverpool Echo from time to time. And he confirmed that Liverpool are after 5 transfer targets. So he said that most of the Liverpool targets are widely known: Chilwell, Götze, Zielinski, Dahoud, and possibly another centre-back if Sacco gets banned. I will talk about the Sacco situation later. So my main question is, guys, are you happy with these transfer targets? Because if I'm perfectly honest, I'm not really happy. The only one that really excites me would be Götze or Mane. Both players would be fantastic for Liverpool, but the other one, Chilwell, he hasn't made 1 Premier League game so far. He hasn't even played a Premier League game. And we are rumored that, we have bid 7 million for Chilwell, which got rejected. And if we are forced to pay something like 8 or 10 million for an unproven kid, it's a gamble. But some people say that we didn't pay the money when we had the chance to sign Dele Alli, and now we don't want to pay the money to sign Chilwell, who could be a very, very big talent, but we don't know that yet. So I would be happy if we signed Chilwell and also we signed another much more experienced left back. I can't understand for the life of me why are we not going for Jonas Hector, because he is Germany's first choice left back, and he would be available for about 10 to 12 million pounds, and he could be our first choice left back. On the other hand, if we sign Chilwell, that says basically that Moreno will be still our first choice left back, because I can't see a Chilwell starting every week in the Premier League, having not played any Premier League football whatsoever so far in his whole career. He hasn't even made his Premier League debut, and he was actually on loan at Huddersfield for the last 2 months of the season. So this is why I'm really, really getting annoyed. And James Pearce said in one of his articles that Jonas Hector doesn't fit the profile of FSG. He's not a young up-and-coming player who Liverpool can develop and then sell him on. Really, that's what Liverpool FC has become. We have become a feeder club to other clubs. We have become a developer club which buys young players, develops them, and sells them on at their peak for profit. That's the ambition really of FSG. This is what gets me so annoyed. And yes, I understand that we are not in the Champions League, and yes, I understand that we can't go for the biggest players. Well, we will try to sign Götze, but I don't think he would come. But we really should be aiming higher than the likes of Zielinski and Chilwell, because I'm sure that there are so many talented players in the continent. I just really hope that Jurgen Klopp, is keeping his cards closer to his chest, and he will pull out some incredible signings after Euro 2016 is finished. And yeah, there is this story that basically we almost definitely will sign Zielinski, but only after the conclusion of Euro 2016, because at the moment he's concentrating on the Euros, but you know, Zielinski hasn't played well in the Euros. He started one game for Poland, and he actually played so badly that he was substituted at half-time. But you know, you shouldn't jump to conclusions on that. But Zielinski won't be a player that would make a massive difference in the first season in the Premier League, because he's just another young player that needs to develop under Jurgen Klopp. And it's all well and good signing these young players that could go on and become superstars under Jurgen Klopp, but we actually need players who could make a difference, and one of them could be the 20-year-old Leroy Sané. I think he's exactly what we need. We should really target players like him. I don't understand why, but Liverpool Echo newspaper keep churning out articles about this transfer committee, which in all honesty I don't think it exists anymore. It's just a big myth, and Jurgen Klopp himself said that he will never sign a player that he doesn't want. And basically I think Liverpool have a really big scouting network, and Jurgen Klopp gets suggested players, but also Jurgen Klopp has his own team, and his own team is also, they are also watching many players, and Jurgen Klopp has his own transfer targets. And I think Jurgen Klopp wouldn't have come to Liverpool if it wasn't you know, his decision to sign any transfers. And another thing that annoys me, that Liverpool were linked with Hull City left back Andrew Robertson. Really, this is what kind of players we are going for. Leicester City is a reserve left back who hasn't played one Premier League game, and Hull City's left back, who is, I understand, he's a very talented Scotland international, 22 years old, but is he really the difference maker? Can he really come in and improve our side? I don't think so. I don't think he is better than Moreno, and honestly I would target the likes of Jonas Hector or Ricardo Rodriguez of Wolfsburg. I think that is the level of player that we should target, really. And I just hope that Jurgen Klopp will make some incredible signings after the Euros are finished, because if we only sign these kind of players, I can't see us you know, breaking into the top 4 next season. Only if maybe Sturridge stays fit, and maybe, let's say, we sign Mane and he replaces Lallana in the starting 11, then and hopefully Sacco doesn't get banned, and Matip and Sacco can form a fantastic defensive partnership, because I think there are a lot of goals for Liverpool. And yeah, here are some players that you know, have impressed in the Euros, and this is, I think, the kind of players that we should target. I already mentioned Ricardo Rodriguez, who impressed for Switzerland, and he impressed for Wolfsburg as well. And also Marek Hamšík could be a fantastic option, or João Mario. I really like these transfer options or transfer targets. Ivan Perisic, who is quite inconsistent, but he had a great, he is having a great Euros. And actually, the bargain Balázs Zsuzsák, I would love that to happen. I don't think Zsuzsák is good enough to make a difference for Liverpool, but of course I would be over the moon if we signed Zsuzsák, because he's a fellow Hungarian. And I think he could actually rival Lallana for a starting place, because you know, he is a confidence player. He needs an arm around the shoulder, and I think Jurgen Klopp would bring the best out of Zsuzsák. But that's just my opinion. Maybe I'm biased because I'm a Hungary fan, sorry. And here is another James Pearce article that Liverpool won't pay 10 million for Ben Chilwell. And honestly, for that money we could sign maybe Jonas Hector, and that would be a much better option. So yeah, let me know, guys. This is just you know, getting my feelings out for you guys, because I've been really frustrated in the past few days, having read about these you know, really unimpressive, underwhelming transfer targets like Ben Chilwell and Andrew Robertson. I really want Liverpool to go for better players like that. I really want Liverpool to sign 2 or 3 players who can come in straight away and improve our starting lineup. I think Sadio Mane definitely would be a a player who would improve our starting lineup. He would score more goals and get more assists than Adam Lallana. And if Sturridge stays fit, then the Sturridge, Firmino, Coutinho, Mane front four would score quite a lot of goals, and we would also have Origi and Dan Ings to come in, and Benteke maybe as an option from the bench. And also I'm really excited because actually one of the medical department staff, Chris Morgan, who has been working at Liverpool for 10 years, he moved to Anfield in 2005. He has left Liverpool, and we actually signed the Bayern Munich medical and sports science team, 2 members of the Bayern Munich medical and sports science team, and this is a huge. Andreas Kronmeier is to become the fitness coach and also the nutritionist, who is responsible for the players' nutrition and food and drinks and everything. And I think this is a key because Jurgen Klopp wants to play a very high intensity, high octane counter-pressing style of play, and a proper pre-season with the proper medical team is vital for Liverpool. And hopefully Liverpool will have as much energy as Leicester City had this last season. And you saw how far Leicester actually got with just having one game every week to concentrate on, and they left everything on the field. And sometimes they were just too strong and too quick for other teams. So let's hope that Liverpool will get the transfers right. Let me know, guys, what are your thoughts about Liverpool's lack of transfers so far in the transfer window, and I really hope that you enjoyed this video. Tomorrow I will be back with more career mode stuff for you guys. Thanks for watching, see you later, have a lovely day, goodbye.